Alright, so today I officially started working on modifications. I guess I kind of worked on a little bit of modification, slightly, before when I did the nubs, but today's like the first official day focused on only doing modification stuff, so I guess that's why I'm counting it. So anyway, instead of destroying the part that I made to modify it, I'm basically taking the piece that gets modified and tracing and copying it onto a new panel and then modifying that one. That way I still have the original modification pieces. This box down here is full of all the parts that I already made that I took out and are modifying or not using. So yeah, I took out like the guts. I didn't want to mess with the structure of it until I had it fully built and then remove pieces as I needed it instead of like trying to build it modified. So it took longer because, you know, I basically had to do the work and then scrap the work that I already did, but it kind of made sure that I did it in a way that was not going to screw with the design. So anyway, even though it took longer, that's the way I chose to do it. Maybe there's a better way, but anyway, so I'm making some modification. These are the pieces that I've made today that are modified pieces of existing pieces. These are the end pieces of the axle. It was already modified once when it was added here, so basically imagine the original piece was like that, the full. Actually, maybe I have an extra one in here. Yeah, here. So that was the piece that was modified. So I made one set. They're gonna go here. Basically, I'm opening up the back so that I can have a seat and have my hoverboard right here and get my feet in there. So this piece is gonna be modified too. I had drew some lines on it to make it modified, but I haven't done that yet. I'm working on making this piece right now. This is a modified version of this one, which was the platform that went on there. So I basically drew lines, cut out that middle section so that you can have your feet go in there where the hoverboard's going to be, and then basically just traced from here all the way around, and then just drew on the cardboard a line there, and then drew a line and copied it, and that's how I came out with these ones. And so yeah, the end piece, or not the end piece, this one here I'm not going to use at all because basically attached the train to the caboose. I'm just going to have the caboose attached to the back of the hoverboard through like the rigging that I'm going to come up with. But you know, if it doesn't work out, I can always revert back to, I still have the piece. That's another reason I didn't, you know, modify the existing ones, just in case I screw something up. I can always fall back to that. You know, even if that did get scrapped, I guess I have the wood version, but the wood ones take longer and just easier to manipulate the cardboard over the wood. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Anyway, yeah, that's today's agenda. Last night, I didn't document this, but I redid this wheel well long piece. Ended up redoing it 3 times in total. The other scrapped ones that I haven't used are over there. The original one was just too flimsy because it was pieced together before I had the specialized cardboard that I ordered, so it wasn't strong enough. Plus, it was a verbatim copy of the model, and I wanted to change it up so it wasn't the same. So I redid it slightly, but when I actually put it on the cardboard version, I realized I needed to modify it to make the nubs longer so that it would hold better. So, because it tends to not hold in. So basically, if you look inside, so here's the underside one. The nub sticks out farther. Actually, that's not a good example. I don't know why that one's not sticking out. It mustn't be. Yeah, it's not flush on the other side. That's why. Here's a better example. So so I can put the peg in through there and hold it better. It keeps it more flush with the... I might trace it back on the wood version too. That's the other thing, is as I've been making modifications to the cardboard, I'm going back and retracing some of the things that I've liked better with the cardboard back to the wood versions. So, for example, that axle piece I traced it. I haven't cut the wood version yet. It's still over there, but just in case when I go back to put the wood, eventually the wood version back together, I can make it work with the hoverboard too. It'll probably end up working with the off-road hoverboard because it needs more, it can handle more weight and more power. So the cardboard one's going to be working with the other one. I have two hoverboards and several hoverboard seats, same style but different models. So hopefully they both work. This one will probably end up getting sold, like I've said, and the other one I'll keep so I can make future ones. But yeah. Anyway, this video is longer than normal. Sorry, kind of got long, but just doing a lot today, so I wanted to make sure I got it all. Anyway, that's it for now.